What's going on, Capricorn? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. I love saying your, I don't know, I love your intro. Justin here, and I hope you're having a phenomenal week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Cap. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Cause it's General Energy Weekly Spread. I've just been grooving all week, Capricorn. You're getting towards the tail end of this week's reading, so you always get a little bit extra towards the end. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, Cap, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals. Feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cap. Now I'm going to be pulling a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Thank you. And in case you all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Cap, so definitely check them out. Very cool group, very great energies that they bring. I think you'll really enjoy them. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here. Oh, Capricorn, this has been going around a little bit. I think the Soul Tribe's trying to fall in love here. Because you got the first card of Pisces, which is the Roses card. And with this card, this is a card of love, romance, affection, appreciation, devotion, fond, delighted, high emotional IQ, gifts, friendship, infatuated, enchanted, passion, fidelity, tender, yearning, and attached. And I see you, Cap. The energy that's coming through here is the romance. And the first thing that I feel like that kind of came through for some, this is more so like, and not to say, and I'm going to get to like if you're not in a relationship in a second, but I feel like more so for some, if you are in a relationship right now, I feel that there may be, and not to say that the love is, dying or anything of that things, but maybe things have become a little comfortable or predictable, like when you've been with someone for a little while, you get into a certain routine, you get each other figured out, and just like you just kind of not, it's not necessarily settled, it's just like you kind of, it goes on autopilot a little bit. And I feel like for some there might be this need to just like add a little touch of romance, maybe buying your loved one maybe some flowers, or maybe surprising them with like a dinner, or maybe going to like a movie or whatever that's looking like, or just something there to just kind of, maybe I just see kind of throwing just rose petals all over the place. Just be, you know how to be romantic, Capricorn. But yeah, that's kind of for some like what's coming through there, because I feel like, and then for some others. Now, if we're looking for love, maybe we've kind of become across, like it's been a lot of maybe superficial meetings and things like that, and we're wanting something a little bit deeper, because Venus is going to be retrograde until about the beginning of September, about the 3rd. And when Venus is retrograde, love tends to slow down a little bit. It's not to say that it's impossible to find a relationship, but it does, it just drags a little bit. But I feel like on the positive side, that does give you more of a chance to get to really know people, really kind of build those kind of like really kind of tighter bonds, maybe this like, like taking it slow and really just like, just understand, I don't know, just getting to know the ins and outs of someone, just like because I feel like, and not that there's anything problem, like moving fast or anything like that, but I feel like, we could live in a society that's so just like rush all the time. And it's just like, what happened to just like, just maybe going on like a little saunter in the evening, under a moonlit sky. We're going to get to that full moon here soon in about a week. So that might be something to set yourself up there for. And I think, funny enough, now that I said that, the full moon's going to be in Pisces. So look at that. Even the moon there's got you set up there, Capricorn. Look at that, our ruler's hooking you up. My sun signs in Cancer, so see. But you know, Capricorn, let's get a little, let's get some tarot on this and get some details. Ooh! Look at that, Capricorn. We're getting out there celebrating. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Maybe we're going out for drinks. Let's see. Thank you. All right, Cap. Let's see what's going on here. Interesting. So you have the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups upright here. And then you have the Three of Cups and then the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm kind of getting for some... Because another thing with Venus retrograde is that people can come up for during the past, and maybe for some of us we're trying to move on to a new type of thing. Maybe we've been going out, just like really just kind of. It's just like I'm getting a feel for some, like we're trying to get on the dating scene because maybe we just got out of something that. Could have been just like, I don't want to say anything necessarily bad happened, but it's just like, every time we go through a breakup and we're trying to heal through that, sometimes the idea of even dating can be a bit of a chore, can seem just like a lot. Maybe for some it's like we've kind of like cut ourselves off and like we've been more so kind of focused on maybe like our careers and things along those lines, or just maybe kind of been focusing on self-growth. But I feel like maybe for some, it's just like maybe we've been kind of feeling this sense of, and I'm only getting like, this is kind of coming through more so for not in a relationship. There's just like maybe we've been feeling just like a little lonely, maybe been wanting to just kind of get out on the crowd, but maybe we're feeling a little nervous. Maybe we've been out of the dating scene for a little while, but I feel that Capricorn, the best way to just do that is just kind of get out of your comfort zone. And maybe this is something where we might, instead of like maybe going by ourselves, maybe we get ourselves a winged woman or two to kind of get out there and just maybe go out, go out together, just go out and celebrate, and maybe not necessarily go with the intention of love, just going just to have fun. Because I'll tell you what, you'd be surprised at people that do kind of come up to you when you're just sort of like just doing your thing, just kind of feeling yourself. I was just hanging out with someone, a Sagittarius, not too long ago, and we were just chatting it up and just laughing, and next thing you know, people just started flocking to us. It was actually pretty cool. But and I feel like that's what can happen with some of you. You just sort of like lose yourself in the moment, and this could be maybe going to like a bar setting, or maybe we're going out to like this could be maybe even like a local, like, I don't know, maybe like I'm for some reason getting like an art festival, or maybe we're going to some sort of like maybe some sort of concert, or But I do feel like for some, there is this energy too, just, I feel like for some with this Page of Swords here, it's just that maybe I feel like we're tired of maybe like some immature energies, maybe like people's, maybe we've like noticed a trend, like maybe people's idea of love and romance is just, this sort of like superficial thing, and maybe we're like, we're never gonna, like maybe we say like we're never going to fall in love, or that we'll never meet someone. And we want to be careful about that, Capricorn, because manifestation's hot. And if we keep telling ourselves that, then it's almost like we're blocking the universe from bringing love to us. I feel like, you may not necessarily be actively looking, but I feel that just keeping an open heart, because you never know who may come into your world there, Capricorn. I have a lot to deal with that, but I like that, Capricorn. Nice little start there. Kind of a lighter energy, because I tell you what, it's been, you and Aquarius are usually my last ones of each series, and the energy's been a little heavy, so it's kind of nice there, Capricorn. Get out there, go have some fun, enjoy yourself a little bit. But let's get another oracle on the mix. All right, Cap, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, Capricorn. All right, I see you. So you got the 9th card of Libras here, which is the chocolates card. So look at that. We got roses. We got chocolates. I can't make this up, Capricorn. This is a card of satisfaction, perfection. Ooh, and romance is on here twice, Capricorn. But you got satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac. This good stuff, fine dining, do things right, celebration, and elevated mood. All right, Capricorn. So things are getting a little hot and heavy here because the energy that's coming through here, yeah, is the aphrodisiac. In Capricorn, I see you really bringing your A game, whatever you're trying to do here. And maybe for some, maybe we do kind of have like our eyes on someone. Maybe we've been, I don't know, it almost feels like that we're, and it let's, and let's say if this isn't something serious, maybe we're not looking for like a real deep relationship. Because now I'm gonna get to the couples in a second, but I almost feel like for some, it's just like if we're looking for like maybe there's a need to do something a little more casual, maybe, and there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like if everyone's kind of on the same page there, just to kind of I don't know, like a need to maybe, yeah, bring a little romance, a little sexiness in there, something along those lines. Maybe we're going to, hmm. That's just something for some, just maybe there's just like this more kind of need for like a, if we're not looking for something casual, but just like, or something serious, just like putting yourselves out there anyway. Like, I mean, and again, not that we're forcing anything, but just like letting things just kind of happen naturally. Like, I'm almost picturing like, it's like, you know how when you're kind of like, I don't know if you happen to go out dancing, Capricorn, but you know how it's like when you're going out, you just kind of like dancing, like, no one's really watching, just really kind of being in your energy and just letting that just sort of permeate throughout the room. And it's almost like I'm almost feeling like it's like your presence is, again, it's just like it's permeating in a way that you never know who you may attract. So that's just one kind of aspect there. That's almost kind of remind, maybe for some there might be some Scorpio energy might be going on in there, but, or like I'm getting almost like a fixed sign type of energy. Leo does a similar type of thing where it's just like they just have this sort of magnetic presence about them. But I'm getting for some others now for in a relationship. I feel that there's and again, it's not to say that your love life isn't already sexy, but there does, I feel like, a need to, there's a presence. I almost feel like that's being asked here with this romance aphrodisiac thing, to really be intentional with what we're doing, and like, because there's a difference, Capricorn, where you just sort of like, it's almost like a need to just sort of like get maybe a little swept in the moment and just sort of get, it's a presence, but it's getting lost in it as well. Like, let me get some tarot on this and get some details. This is very fascinating, Capricorn. Yeah. Because I almost feel like, too, honestly, with the Six of Cups, that's the Sun in Scorpio. That might be where Scorpio energy is kind of coming from there. But I almost feel like that maybe it's been a while since we really kind of felt each other on a deeper kind of level. Because I feel like that's one thing with Scorpio energy that gets a little misunderstood. That that everyone just considers that they're just a real sexual sign and that's all that they're about. But where Scorpio and Taurus are opposite signs, and where Scorpios kind of like represents sort of like that physical act of sex, that earthly matter. Scorpio, being a water sign, it's more about that intuitive connection, that soul type of bond. It's different. Both are beautiful, but it's different how they're displayed. But let me see what your cards are here. Oh, all right. There's your ruler, Cap. All right, so let's see. You have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the World here. And I almost feel like for some that's interesting with the Four of Cups here. I'm almost kind of getting like how we were sort of talking earlier with like maybe we've been focusing on career and stuff, that maybe even if we've been in a relationship, that maybe your partners have been maybe kind of giving you like these sort of subtle signals, and it's not that you're not picking up on them, but I feel like it's more so that I feel like it's how it's being treated is more casual than I feel like is intended. There's something, I feel like there's almost like a need or something like that things feel almost a little rigid, and that's interesting coming through with the World here. I'm almost getting in like I'm almost kind of feeling like the more kind of Saturn aspect of it, where it's just like it's gotten very kind of routine and maybe kind of strict, or just like there's not this sense of kind of Jupiter energy where it's like more, again, more kind of free, more expansive, more just more, you know what I mean? And I might need to get a little bit more on the Seven of Wands here, but I think I'm going to get a little bit more on the Seven of Wands when it comes to relationships. But I feel like for some others, if we're not, if we're looking for love or just kind of out there, I feel like almost like this Seven of Wands is almost like we've been kind of like turning away people. You got these wands, and hang with me, Capricorn. Remember, you know, get your head out of the gutter. But it's just like we got these wands that are kind of coming, like that people that are coming at us or something along those lines. Like maybe you've been, I'm almost even getting like a Queen of Wands energy that maybe we've been attracting stuff, but it's just like we're not interested. You know, we're looking for something maybe a little more serious, or a little more something that will promote this kind of growth here, or something along those lines. Because even these two cards are big, you know, very big kind of like cyclical cards. And I just feel like that the something is changing here, and I like that all the fixed signs are here, because all the fixed signs have something again about them that they have this natural attraction. Scorpio, that magnetism. Leo, that sunshine. You know, Taurus has that kind of like that earthly kind of presence, that Empress sort of energy, and then Aquarius is that eccentric. You know, something new, something different. You know, and it's like you're like attracting. Let me get a little bit more on the Seven of Wands here. Okay, that was easy. Let's see. Now this is for the, this is for more so like the couples here. Wow, fascinating. All right, so the Seven of Wands here is clarified by the Hanged One and the Tower in reverse here. You get a lot of planetary energy that's coming through. You got Neptune and you got Mars here. And Mars is getting ready to get into Libra here, and here, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I want to say tomorrow on Sunday. It's going to be the 28th that of August that Mars, I want to say, no, sorry, no, I think it's today, the 27th, that Mars is moving into Libra. So I feel like it's like, you know, for some it's like taking an action to do, I don't know, it's just like there's this, I'm almost getting like there's this realization with something that, you know, that maybe we need to kind of change things up, you know, kind of get Mars energy, like get maybe a little more kind of, I'm getting even like a primal energy or something along those lines there, Capricorn. Very sort of kind of raw type of energy there, that we're really sort of like, you know, with Neptune, you know, Neptune really dissolves all boundaries and things. And this is, again, this is more so I feel like with couples, you know, if we're in something, it's like a need to kind of really be vulnerable, you know, and really kind of just allow ourselves to just really be holy in this moment or something along those lines, Cap. All right. Very fascinating, Capricorn. I'm with it. Okay, let's get your last card here. Actually, let's get some tea. Gotta calm down a little bit. Let's get your last card here. Yeah, I will say, yeah, you've got really the most kind of exciting reading all week here, Capricorn. I'm with it. Thank you. What's going on, Cap? Interesting. Okay. So you got the first card of Scorpios here, since we're talking about Scorpio, which is the Crystal Ball card. And with this card, this is a card of intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, discernment, perception, sixth sense, instinct, divination, future planning, ESP, past, present, future, gut reaction, and inner knowing. And the energy that's coming through here, Capricorn, is the sixth sense. And you know, I do feel like that for some, it's like what it was like what I was talking about earlier, you know, with Scorpio energy, is that Scorpio takes things to a degree, and Mars actually was one of their rulers, but Scorpio takes things to a level, that to a depth that is, it's different, it's otherworldly. I feel like, and that's what I kind of feel like that this, because maybe even for some this might be even like an energy that might be even coming in for those, like if we're either looking for love, or the ones I even more so even feel that if you haven't been looking for love, that there will be this connection here. And I'm not sure if it's going to be something where it may be long term, but at least it'll be something different. It'll be where we're like kind of connecting on a more kind of psychic type of level here. It's like where we're going beyond just like the basic sort of sensual type of needs there, Capricorn. It's more so like it's getting on this sort of like, it's this, you're really kind of intuitively sort of feeling each other energetically. Even it's like it's something that really kind of, yeah, really just sort of transcends this space here, which is fantastic. I'm with that 100%. So pay attention to that, Capricorn. And I feel that when you're, but you know what too, actually, now that I'm saying that, especially if we were when I was talking about something a little more casual here with this Three of Cups, be mindful of how much you give, and make sure that there is that reciprocity there. That there is like this balance. I feel like with the Two of Pentacles being here, I'm even getting like a Six of Pentacles type of vibe. Make sure that there is that balance, because that is a lot to give someone, and to really to be in that sort of vulnerable state. So we do, yeah, just something to really kind of be mindful there. But let me get a little bit more, let me get some tarot with this and get some details. And this goes for both, and if you notice too, like maybe even like if in our relationships, if you have this epiphany where you notice that someone's not giving as much as you are, Capricorn, or maybe even vice versa, there may be a need for a talk to kind of change things a little bit, because the Tower in reverse can be, you taking action as far as like changing this stuff up here. But let me get the rest of your cards. All right, Capricorn, last little bit here. All right, so you have the Eight of Cups in reverse here, and then you have the Knight of Wands, and then the Queen of Cups upright. Let's switch back over here, Cap. Because I feel that for some, I feel like with the Knight of Wands being here, that there is a need for some to kind of get out there and just have ourselves some fun. Maybe not necessarily looking for the one per se, but again, it's just like, I feel like it's just being open to just getting ourselves out there again, especially maybe if we were just getting over some, maybe we're hung up something from the past or something along those lines, and I feel like too, I almost feel like with the Eight of Cups, like especially if we're maybe for some it's like we might be having troubles letting go, or maybe having troubles wanting to get to that vulnerable space, because maybe we did give ourselves so wholly, and we felt like that things were betrayed, or that that we'll never do that again. I'm almost even getting like a Ten of Swords, and I might get a little bit more on this Eight of Cups, but with the Queen of Cups, if we did even go through something like that where it kind of changed our view about how we go about love, those relationships, they do teach us discernment, and where that may have hurt, but it does teach you to feel how to feel each other out, or feel people out a little bit differently. The Queen of Cups values all of her experiences, because they make her, they've made her who she is today. And then when she does meet that person that is ready to go to the Six of that, to that sort of like to that depth, that ready to plunge into the ocean with her, I feel that that's where it becomes just all that more rewarding. And then you just like, it's very almost, I'm almost even getting like this freeing sense. But let me get a little bit more on this Eight of Cups before we close out here. Because I do feel like it's like we're trying to walk away from something here. But... Thank you. Alright, Cap. Last little bit here. Oh, interesting. So you have the Nine of Wands in reverse here, but then we have the Temperance and then the Justice card upright. And I feel like with this, Capricorn, that there is this... I do feel like that there's something here where... For some, like, if we're in a relationship, I feel like that there's like... And that's funny because on this chalice here, you got Scorpio here, that eagles represent Scorpio, and then you got Leo here. I feel like that there's these... I don't know, it's just like there's this alchemy that's kind of happening here. Like there's this... There's something deeper that I feel like that's happening for some, and that... And I'm almost like... I'm getting really kind of like for some, if we're in a relationship, I almost feel like that there is this energy of a balance here, of like getting to kind of learn each other on a different kind of level, and just paying attention to how how being intentional kind of changes the effects of the relationship. Because this Justice card, this is Libra energy. And when we talk about that Mars being in Libra, energies are lining. I feel like the energies are really kind of lining up there for you, Cap. And granted, that is technically forming a square with your sign, but that might be a good thing. It might be kind of forcing you to utilize your energies a little bit differently. I'm almost kind of feeling with this Nine of Wands here. But I kind of feel like for some others that... You know, again, like maybe we've been kind of tired with love, or maybe we just needed a break, but I feel like there is a way for you to still have fun and kind of get you out there and just enjoy just the company of others, and just being again, we may not be actively looking, but I feel like a need to just sort of be receptive to just like if something happens to just kind of feel right. Alright, but I think I'm going to leave that there, Capricorn. I hope that last little bit made sense. That's interesting there. Something real kind of deep I feel like is happening, but... If anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Cap, because I think, man, all this love stuff going around here, and not even just like love, I feel like really thoughtful love as well, you know? Like, it just like really kind of form like real intentional relationships, or... And even just like... Because I do feel like there's a growth that's happening just in like something, Capricorn. But yeah, share this. And then if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that bell button, get notified when I release videos each week. And then lastly, Cap, look at you getting the Queen of Cups like you want to come over to my other channel. Not that you need it. But if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Cherry Den, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Capricorn. And you got 6 of Wands here. And I like that, Cap, because I feel like with this, you know, this is an energy of... I don't know, I feel like for some it's just like maybe, especially we've been kind of maybe looking for love as of late, looking for something. It's just like, I feel like it's been maybe like a kind of a long road here, you know, maybe it's like, you know, maybe we get some things and then it like falls apart, and then we get another thing and it falls apart, and it's just like we've been just like going and going and going. It's just like, when is this going to end? But, you know, just like how the Temperance and the Justice card came out, you know, Sagittarius, I'm just thinking more on a zodiacal level, as far as Sagittarius and Libra. It's like we've been going on this journey, Sagittarius, and learning through these relationships, Libra, along the way, and been growing and expanding. Because even just think about that, you know, Jupiter rules over Sagittarius, you know, but I feel that things are coming together, you know, like it's all going, all these experiences have made you Saturn energy, you know. Saturn likes Saturn, when it comes to Saturn placement, it takes time in all aspects, you know, in love and all this. But man, when you tough it out and get through those things and learn and develop all this wisdom, again, with how we were talking about the Queen of Cups, something rewarding really comes along here. You know, next thing you know, King of Cups is knocking on your door. But let me get your Oracle card here. I like that, Cap. And then you got the Memory card as your Oracle card here. And with the Memory card, I feel like that some new memories are getting ready to form. You know, it's like maybe we were focused on the past there with the Six of Cups, but now we're looking to the future. And it's just like I feel like some new memories are getting ready to form. That I even like how in this picture, you know, there's this couple here that's in there. Who knows, Capricorn? You know, this is not a gender specific reading, so this could be you and a loved one there, kind of coming together. So who knows what that's looking like? You know, abundance. You know, maybe you're lighting something. Look at you, you're lighting incense. You got some candles here, Capricorn. Remember, we were getting romantic, and I feel like no matter what stage in the game, because the Queen of Cups, she's of the queens in this deck. She's the most mature of the queens. But that don't mean you can't. You ain't never too experienced to find a little love there, breathe a little more romance in there, Capricorn. Bet. If anything, you're better at it. So, just some little something extra to think about there, Capricorn. But let me get you out of here. You say, you know what, Capricorn, with all this romance and sexy energy there. Oh, and actually, what I'm thinking about that, Capricorn, last little thing. If we're not looking for babies, let's be mindful. But if we are, I mean, why not? Something to celebrate, create new memories. And you were manifesting. I don't know what you're cooking up in this pot here, Cap. But, you stay safe out there in every aspect of the word, Capricorn. You know what I mean. And if you don't, talk to a parent. Raise your vibration to the roof. And raise your lover's vibration to the roof. You know, and hopefully they're raising your vibration too, Capricorn. It's beautiful. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.